And we're getting you some news updates from Maharashtra. It's the big breaking story. A day after major confrontation between Shinde and Thackeray supporters, Sena has alleged that a Shinde group leader used a revolver in police station campus and has sought an FIR against him. Meanwhile, visuals have emerged showing Shinde group MLA instigating and using foul language against Sena party workers. Vinaya Deshpande is the one tracking that story. She's on the phone line with us. Vinaya, more details? Okay, I'll get that line through with Vinaya, but we are showing you pictures of what's happening in Maharashtra there. There are constant clashes between Eknath Shinde faction and the Thackeray faction of Sena. Harman Gomes is tracking that story from the police perspective. Harman, has an FIR been registered? Any update on investigation?
Well, I can tell you that an FIR has definitely been registered, but the fact as far as the accused are concerned, there have been multiple, at least to the tune of 8 to 10 people who have been detained. Now, what has been, what is the entire crux of this entire debate to break out is the fact there have been certain members, particularly Shinde from the Uddhav Thackrey camp, who did not like that several of their members were detained by the respective police station, and therefore they decided to protest. But it took a violent form, which is why they decided to pelt stones, one, at the posters, and secondly, also going to the extent of damaging the posters. Now, Mr. Savarkar is someone who was considered in the past to be extremely close to Uddhav Thackeray, but we do know that he has joined the Uddhav Thackeray faction. As of now, even as I speak, Arunima, we do know that an FIR has been filed, but no arrests have been taking place so far for now.
Harman, do hold on. Vinaya Deshpande is also with us. Vinaya, politically speaking, how does this play out?
Well, politically, we've seen this being blown out of proportion, Arunima. We have seen, in fact, the exclusive video that we have been able to access of that late-night ruckus in which both Uddhav Thackeray as well as his son, Samadhan Thackeray, are seen using extremely foul language and are being seen surrounded by police personnel standing in Dadar. Politically, this has taken a huge turn because, remember, while the Shiv Sena workers claimed that it was Uddhav Thackeray who used the revolver allegedly in the campus of the police station. The police had detained 5 persons from the Shiv Sena camp. We saw 7 top Shiv Sena leaders, including Arvind Sawant, go and sit for hours at the Dadar police station. In fact, after those 5 detentions as well, and when those leaders went and sat, it seems like the issue was resolved thereafter. All those 5 Shiv Senics who were detained by the police later went on to meet Uddhav Thackeray at Matoshri, who allegedly said that the biggest asset of the Shiv Sena, the biggest Brahmastra of the Shiv Sena, is the Shiv Senic himself.
Okay.
So clearly this has turned extremely political, with both the camps leveling claims as well as counter-claims against each other. Till now, no arrests. There were 5 detentions. All the 5 persons have been.
Vinaya, Harman, thank you so much for getting us that update. We are showing you visuals of how this fight between the Thackeray faction and the Shinde faction of Shiv Sena is now playing out on the streets of Mumbai. Allegations of a revolver being brandished as well. That's all that I have in